So last night I went live after putting out the Scoliped strat video and was doing some raids, and Hokie was kind enough to raid me. And he said that he had just beaten the raid with randoms and matchmaking. So I was super impressed, went and watched. I'll link his stuff in the description, but I wanted to give it a shot and see how painful it was. So I'm on one of my alts that needs this done. I'll go through what I'm thinking. What my game plan is. Basically, this is going to be a super unscripted video, by the way, and we're just going to roll with the punches. I've got basically a Sun team, and the goal is turn 1 to set Trick Room. If we don't set Trick Room via flinch, then we're just probably going to forfeit on the spot, TBH. We do it in like turn order, I suppose. Let's swap you. We'll have Ninetales with Heat Rock. I don't know if the Heat Rock is necessary. It might just be a damage item. The Ninetales does have Incinerate if need be. My Moltres also has Incinerate, so we'll see what happens. I don't have specs, but it's not that big of a deal. I think we're hitting damage cap anyway, so we need to do a bunch of damage. We'll be able to do about 24% damage to the boss. Maybe our teammates will do something to help us stay alive for one of those turns, but game plan is... Oh, this is not a Trick Room Kofagrigus. I'll fix that before we get into the first one, but this will be a Trick Room Kofagrigus. This is going to be our Incinerate Pokemon to deal with the berry. This is our backup Incinerate Pokemon to deal with the berry. This is just fire damage. This is our Hazer. So once Trick Room ends, that next turn, hopefully we'll have fainted so we can bring in Murkrow. It's nicknamed HP Speed because I had to EV train it and I haven't nicknamed it anything else. And then Darmanitan is our last damage dealer. So we definitely have to rely on the team a bunch. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how many attempts it takes, and I'll just kind of yap as that's happening. So let's get into it. We have found our first Q. I fixed Kofagrigus. It has Trick Room now. Did it over Heal Block. I don't think we're clicking Heal Block in this fight for any reason. We'll see how painful this ends up being. Sableye on the left seems kind of sketchy. I'm not on that side, so it doesn't matter that much. I'm just going to instantly click Trick Room, so my team maybe will see that and then play around it. You can go either direction there. I'd probably recommend more often than not just waiting to see what your team does. I just kind of want to demonstrate the strategy a little bit more. Okay, so cool. We have the Togetic using Incinerate, so that's pretty useful. Hopefully it gets it off. I don't think it's that quick. And Scoliped's base speed is already huge. We have a switch early, which is fine. Generally, you don't want to switch as a recommendation just because you're just taking free damage without gaining any value in return. And we just have to hope that we don't get flinched here. I think a citrus berry or something on Kofagrigus might be useful. Oh, wow. Yeah, Kofagrigus barely lives here. That's scary, but hopefully we get this Trick Room off. Otherwise, I would just quickly forfeit. Flinch. Okay, we're just going to forfeit, go next to be attempt number 2. So this Kofagrigus is a Dust Ball Kofagrigus, and it can pre-EV train, specially attack. That's not as useful for this. I just wanted to buy one that was level cap. It was only like a few 100k, I think like 300k, so I'm not that mad about it. I'm going to wait here because we have the second Kofagrigus and a Dusknoir, so I'm just going to wait to see what they do before clicking anything, because if we all click Trick Room, it's very bad, and I think we're just going to get into a stall match here. I'm going to try to communicate with the team, but the link hasn't. Okay, so we have one Kofagrigus clicking Trick Room. You can't risk both going off, so I'm just going to Wisp. Unless it's Dusknoir Wisp, I'm just going to wait for the Dusknoir. Eventually, if we get down to the very last second, I'll click a move. It'll probably be Wisp or Shadow Ball. Oh, we already had someone leave. Dusknoir is using Helping Hand. I'll click Shadow Ball. See what happens. I'm pretty sure that's me on the left there. Mine is 206. Yeah. So the Helping Hand can only go off, like, if you think of the raid as pairs, you can only interact with your side. At least that was true for Lunar New Year. I haven't seen it the other way around yet. Okay, Trick Room does go off. I still think that this is a pretty unlikely win just because of the fact that we lost someone early. So this will probably be a pretty painful experience, I'm realizing. We do get the Ninetales out, which is good. I'll wait to see what this is using Helping Hand again. I'll just click Shadow Ball again. We're kind of in this weird situation where if he had just clicked Wisp, I could have clicked Hex. If I click Wisp, I can waste the turn, but we might as well just click Shadow Ball. It's only doing 3% with the Helping Hand, especially defense, or I'm sorry, special attacking, invest, and modest, so that's shitty. Drifloom's super slow, so that's... Oh yeah, that one went first. So it was mine with the Helping Hand doing 4.4. That makes much more sense. Okay. That one goes down. I can click Burn next turn. We get the full 6% from Ninetales. And the Rock Slides finally go off to wipe us. Citrus Berry goes off. And I'll see if the Kofagrigus lives. It'd be a little bit annoying if it does, but... Oh no, actually, Trick Room, I should be able to outspeed here, especially with the Liepard. Or maybe Liepard hasn't gone yet? No, they did. Okay. Let's see. What did Liepard do? Foul play on Dusknoir. Got it. I think the AI is smart enough to handle... It might be dumb enough that we still don't. All he's doing is clicking this must be yeah this guy left, that's why it's only clicking Helping Hand. Banette is using Trick, so that will burn it, but I think I'm going to go first still, so I still think Shadow Ball is the better move. I hope that lives. 70%, yeah, okay. Guitar uses Rock Slide. Maybe that'll flinch one of the Scolipede moves. That would be pretty big, especially if it selected Rock Slide. 4.5% again. And we have Sun up for how long? One turn elapsed. I'm assuming that they had E-Rock. This is probably a loss, though, just because this teammate's not going to do damage. Once we hit damage cap, Helping Hand isn't going to matter at all, because it boosts my damage by 50%, but I'm already doing the damage cap, so it's literally just a wasted slot, so might forfeit here. I lied, the AI stopped clicking Helping Hand. I guess they just don't have it, so we're going to stay in and just see what happens. Safeguard, not useful at all, to be honest, as a utility, just because there's so much damage as there is. So getting rid of the Toxic really doesn't help at all. I like where their head's at, though. Been supporting teammates. It's generally advisable, but this fight's too specific to deal with that. All right, let's get back here. Damage cap, damage cap, damage cap. So far, so good. I think we're on turn 3 or 4. Let's see. Yeah, we're on turn 4 now. I'm not quite sure the pacing. If you were in a Link, and I still recommend you do this fight with a Link. If you have, for some reason, not seen my video and you found this one before the strategy guide on Scolipede, I definitely recommend doing that. This is more of a challenge for myself and maybe some entertaining content to watch and see what the general population of the game is doing. All right, on to turn 5. Kofagri has lived for quite a while, so I still have a lot of damage to handle stuff, but the problem is we got Trick Room off. Did that go off first turn? All right, we'll see what happens. We do need to haze. So that will be one factor. I'm worried that if we might need that second haze, so we have to hope that a teammate has it, and if we both put out hazers, it could be really bad. So I guess we can haze and Tailwind if 2 people put them out. So we'll see what happens. Darmanitan, Flare Blitz, really recommend this Pokemon overall. It's one of the highest damaging Pokemon, even outside of Sun, so Get your sheer force Darmanitans today. I think I got this one for 110k, or someone flipped it and I bought it for a little bit more, but that's unfortunate. The Lipard, I guess my EV invest makes my Darmanitan faster. So maybe I'll swap out Darm. Because it could just be too quick. Lessons learned. It's not that fast base speed, right? I can't. The stupid Pokedex bug from account transfer is painful. Very, very, very painful. I mean, still so getting, but what are you going to do? Okay, Twisted Dimensions return to normal on turn 5. So we have to send out Murkrow. Prankster will allow us to go priority. So we'll haze off all of these speed boosts. Still think this is a lost cause, but we're going anyway. Just to see how one fight plays out. I'll be probably quicker to forfeit from here on out. We did gain valuable information on that Darm portion, though, so I'll have to save Darmanitan for later. I think that this Chandelure isn't that quick. Let me see. No, it's max invest, but I guess you could just get unlucky on ads. This Murkrow is super luck, so you don't have to deal with it. Unfortunately, we didn't hit the Omni boost yet. And Murkrow goes down to 1 Megahorn, so this is just going to be probably too tough to overcome. It looks like it'll probably take quite a few attempts to get this done, based on how things are going so far. And I'm not sure about the time investment, because if you just don't get Trick Room off, that's an attempt technically, but you know, it's a 1-turn wipe, as opposed to like this is now a multi-turn wipe and a few minutes in, so we'll see what happens. But attempt number 3. So far, no levers, but I don't want to jinx it. Double Sun, don't hate that. We have an Alakazam. I'm not sure where they're going with the Alakazam pick here. I'm kind of excited to see what they do. Because Alakazam is using Psychic. Interesting. I think this is a loss to begin with. This is the first time I'm seeing Rapid Spin, so that'll be interesting, and we will click Trick Room here. Don't care about this burn. It does 6%, so who am I to judge? I guess does Bug not resist Psychic type? Streamer doesn't know Type Chart. Classic. Let me double check. Yeah, Bug does not resist Psychic. Okay. So it is taking super effective from its poison typing, right? Yeah. So we get Trick Room off. We already lost someone though, so I might make the call to just leave right here. It's tough to say. I'll burn. Oh yeah, let's look at the Rapidash interaction. I got distracted. Rapidash, Rapid Spin. Holy. Where are we? We're looking for Torkoal, flinched. Okay, probably didn't go off. Do we have a speed boost on any of them? No. Yeah, so it did go off. No lessons learned, unfortunately. We have a Garchomp in, not clicking anything. This might be AFK, so I'm just going to pause and we'll see what happens. Attempt number 4. The last guy was AFK, so it was taking like a minute for every Garchomp move, so we're cutting that out, and we're just getting into the next one. I don't even know. Wide guard is a good play here. We have an instant switch. Hate that. Waiting for the Sableye to pick. Okay, it's tricking. Hopefully a Flame Orb. I will Trick Room. Hopefully this Trick Room goes off. If it doesn't, we're just insta leaving going next. Wide guard. Actually, no, because the damage goes through. See what happens. I think generally you can rely more on. It did trick the Flame Orb. We love to see that. That's good for us because we can Hex next. It goes with Mega Horn first, then Rock Slide. Okay, so only one flinch chance then. And then Aqua Tail's Entei. Oh, easy dodge. Let's go. We just need to live this Shadow Ball, which we do. Special defense drop. We flinch. Oh my god. We do have the Citrus Berry. I don't think it matters because it's gonna... Oh, we don't have the Citrus Berry. It didn't auto reapply. That's super fun. Did it go off already or did it just not reapply? We'll just attempt it real quick to help the teammate out. Oh no, he has a Zonger. I'm so dumb. I might have thrown this. Let's see if he clicks it. I could have thrown this one. We didn't see what their preview was because they were last to click, so we'll have to wait. Rock Slide does minimal to Kofagrigus through the burn, but I think the Shadow Ball is still going to get me. It may not matter that the Trick Room goes out. Maybe Wide Guard could be a play for you to do instead of going full damage. Shadow Ball nukes me. So let's see what they picked. Moment of truth. Bronzong flinched. Yeah, okay, go next. Attempt number 5. If you're wondering why you need to forfeit quickly, it's because it basically becomes impossible to get moves off. Super unlikely. Here's another Bronzong, so we can wait to see what happens. We'll play the wait and see approach here. Double check that no link typing yet. I'll ask. Trick Room, question mark. Yes, okay. Gengar can Wisp, so I'll wait. Switching to Tropius, another switcher. So we shall Wisp. Always want to try to do stuff for the team. Thunderwave on me is good because it's way less important that Kofagrigus gets burn off. Like this Flame Tower could even burn. I really don't know where they're going with the Tropius here. Aqua Tail nails Typhlosion, 1 move left from the boss. A little bit on boss mechanics if you're new. The 4-star raids have 4 moves. AoE moves count for 2. So Scolipede can use, let's say, 1 Earthquake, 1 Rock Slide, or 2 Rock Slides. Or it could Mega Horn like 4 times if it wanted to. The AI kind of chooses based on the raw HP damage it'll do. No flinch problems, which was good. So that's a good start, but it's generally not a good sign so far as to what's going on with the rest of the team. The Typhlosion was good. This switch was questionable. I guess we have to see what they're thinking with the Tropius. It should get a move off here because the left side's dealing with the speed boost Yanmega, which should be slower in Trick Room because of how fast it actually is. So we'll see what happens. And we are at the mercy of other players clicking buttons quickly. Chandelure, good pick. Okay, we're up, so this will be a Hex from us. I think I forgot to put Citrus on again. But it does not matter in this case. It would be nice to have maybe Spell Tag on this guy for the extra damage. not replacing items is really painful. I think the same thing goes for gems right now too. So if you're using like fire gems in order to boost your sun type damage, that would be a problem. So we're on turn 2 here. I don't know what Bronzong does. I believe... I guess we'll just have to wait and see. They're clearly thinking quite a while about it. Murkrow, unfortunately, using Thunder Wave. Screens may be helpful. I don't love that, though. I see where they're coming from, of course. We defog the Toxic Spikes. I think it removes 1 layer of Toxic Spikes is what I've heard. So you need to invest 2 to get rid of it. So that was entirely a waste of a turn as far as I'm concerned. So this might be a loss. Unfortunate that the Kofurgus was paralyzed. I don't know if this Chandelure got a move off. I probably want to go into something here that can hit both. I might have Heat Wave. I do have Heat Wave. It's going to go first regardless. And probably Thunder Wave. This Murkrow really is just a pain in the ass. So we'll attempt to Hex again. Murkrow is an ad that might just be a run ender, unfortunately. Or it's not like insurmountable, but it makes it really difficult. Aloysius is thinking pretty hard about this next Bronzong move. So I need to remember to spell tag this guy. I need to remember spell tag probably. I'm just going to keep forgetting to put Citrus Berries on it. Okay, hard swaps to Cloyster. Okay. Maybe a Rock Blast. X happens, 4.7%. We don't hate that. Foul play on me. Actually clutch that it hit me because it no longer has Prankster due to Mummy. That's big brain plays. I definitely thought that was going to happen. Wasn't just a surprise. Definitely planned. Super duper duper planned. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. All right. Kofurgus is just living forever, which we don't hate, but it's going to be a problem if we live that 1 extra turn. Turn 4 started, so this is our last Trick Room turn, which really sucks. The Bronzong is still alive, though, so it could come back out to Trick Room again. So we're definitely going to Haze first. And then it could be another Trick Room. Hopefully Kofurgus doesn't para here. We're waiting for Talantiero. Falsius again. Problem with solo queue is, like I said, players don't want to click their buttons. Everybody else is just stuck, unfortunately. I really have no idea what this Rotom is here for. Considering that this is a Fire Week boss that people bring Sun to, like, that's definitely a throw pick. Overall success chance of this run, we're probably looking at like minimal 1% at this point. Ice Shard on Murkrow. They were thinking that they wanted to outspeed it. They didn't need to. Because it did get Mummy. I understand if you're not, like, it seems like they're kind of playing this second screen, given how long it's taking them to see things. So I get it, why they didn't see that it got Mummy. But just unnecessary. Could have just done an AoE attack, like if they just clicked Surf or something, would have done damage to both. So we do faint, luckily, so we'll be able to Haze next turn. See what Scolipede's up to. We really have not done enough damage though, unfortunately. So probably click haze here and forfeit depending. Because I just don't see how we win this at the boss at 30% damage down. It's like at roughly, what, like 70%? Yeah. Volt switch, Rotom. Yeah, unfortunately, John just needs to get some better Pokemon. They're going to be struggling at this one for a while if they keep trying to Rotom this fight. Rotom wash at least. Rotom, at least switch it, you know? Click overheat. Oh, well. Yeah, this is a painfully slow fight. I'm just going to forfeit and we'll go next. That will be attempt number 6, I'm thinking. I forget, I'm losing count. Attempt number 6, on that last one, I had actually mistimed the haze. I forgot it took us a turn to get the Trick Room off, so I could have waited another turn. Not that it mattered. The other guy AFK'd out anyway, and we weren't beating that fight. So let's see what this team does. Sableye could be burning, could be setting screens. In general, if your mindset is to defend, I think that Wide Guard is a much better choice here. If you want to enable your team to do better damage, maybe they're going for the combo play there. Let's see how much they don't have a gem to begin with, so they're just clicking Acrobatics Raw, no item. See how much damage that does. We do get the Reflect, which will help me stay alive potentially to get this Trick Room off. But if we get flinched, then attempt number 6 is going to be a no-go. Infernape Raw Fire Punch does 6%. That's good. It may be better to just not even bring Ninetales in case your team is bringing Rotom Washes. So we need to not flinch from the double Rock Slide. Or no, it was double Earthquake. We're chilling. Sorry. I just assumed it was Rock Slide. I'm brain dead. Absol uses Rock Slide on the left. We don't care about that. We just need to live the Shadow Ball, which we do, only does 45%. So we do get the Trick Room off. So good start so far. 6% damage. Can't complain. And we have a Reflect Up. Not necessarily the most useful, but it's not useless. Waiting for Jupiter Exo, who did bring the Infernape. That's a good sign. I have least faith in our Sableye bringer. So if Jupiter is just doing damage, that's huge. Get the Flamethrower. I don't want a double Wisp, so we're going to wait to see what Sableye does here. Sableye uses Sunny Day. Just can't stress how much of a useless turn that is. The Drift Flame's slower anyway, so we don't get the Wisp off. Like, if the Sableye Wisped, it would have been so much better. Not, like, Ninetales does that on entry, so where every turn matters, not having a turn where you're gaining value, like, it is just kind of making this almost insurmountable. So the Acrobatics Raw is still doing 5%, so I don't hate Gliscor as a pick here. You have to go itemless, which is unfortunate, or Gem. I see why they're not doing Gem, just because why would you with randoms burn a Gem every time? Okay, I think we can just get into it now. We haven't dealt with the berry yet as far as I'm aware, so we'll do that first. Not only that, but it's a 5-turn sun, and so we just have less sun now. Not that it ends up mattering that much, it's just what a not so good pick there. That Drifblim is paining. We'll see if Incinerate deals with it. Eruption hopefully takes care of their Absol. That flinch is going to be really annoying. Oof, only doing 3.7. That's kind of a throw on my end, if I'm being honest. I'll probably just go Moltres. I should have gone Moltres to do more damage there. It just has higher base special attack. I'm pretty confident that it does cap or close to cap, even with the multi-spread damage reduction. We have Spikes in play now, mostly ignorable mechanic. Obviously hurts, but what are you going to do? One boss move left. We'll see if Ninetales lives. We can always just click Flamethrower and ask for damage. Does not. So Gliscor looking like a solid pick. Maybe would recommend that just because you'll live longer. They seem to have fixed the bug where if you have all of your Pokemon fainted, that's the word on the street. That's what the bug report said. But we'll kind of see what happens. I'm going to save Darmanitan because of its high base speed. We'll go with Shandy XCX here. Flygon. What's Flygon going to click? Fire Punch. Cool. Hopefully does damage cap. Oh my god. It lived. Oh my god. I thought that was a kill. The slow ads are super painful. For sure. We are getting the damage off, though, that we need, so this is a good start. We'll just have to see if somebody on the team is able to coordinate with around this haze. We just need somebody to do something with the haze. So maybe bulkier fire types are better here. I just kind of grabbed a few haphazardly. Maybe your Volcaronas. No, the Absol Rock Slide will definitely get messed up by that. Charizard also frail. Darmanitan pretty frail. Chandelure honestly is high enough base stats that I guess that's the pick. It survived that crit Shadow Ball. So really wish we saw what that Rapid Spin does. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a similar interaction too. Our Sunlight beats down. We still have a Trick Room turn or two remaining. We'll do Moltres. I'm afraid of like electric coverage from Drift Blim, but I don't know. We'll just limit test, I suppose. This is looking good though. This is definitely the most promising attempt so far. Let's see if we can clutch it out. Oh, is this an overheat? Overheat, heat wave. He's using eruption. 95% chance. 100% at 60. Hurricane would be a throw. So we have 90, 90. Or Incinerate guaranteed. I'm pretty sure Incinerate did cap, so I'm just going to click that. If it's not, so be it. Oh, explosion. Do we still have the reflect up? Okay. Wouldn't have mattered, but I'm less mad about the reflect now. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh yeah, okay, so Incinerate did do damage cap with Moltres, with Sun up at least, so if Sun gets set in the future like it did with our Prankster guy, the Sableye from our teammate, then we could go Moltres first to Incinerate, and then we can Flamethrower with Ninetales for cap. Volcarona Fiery Dance good. This might be on pace. This might be the one. No jinx, though. Knock on wood. Hydreigon lives, which is hilarious. If this fly misses, I'm going to be so mad. All right. Twisted Dimensions turn to normal. So one thing you'll notice, pay attention to the battle log. It'll tell you when Trick Room ends. It'll still say that it has one turn remaining because the turn hasn't actually ended yet. Hopefully this is another Trick Room. Oh, we didn't get the Omni boost yet. Whatever, we're just gonna haze this anyway. Doesn't affect Hydreigon. Dark type can't be pranked, so I guess we're happy that the AI is shit sometimes. Reuniclus is like just an absolutely troll pick as far as I'm concerned. What? There might be something it can click that I'm missing. .8%, yeah. And then, like, literally, if that Hydreigon had Flamethrower, we haze the Omni boost, and this is a win. And it flinches, damn. So this is definitely the best attempt so far. Maybe we get it off. If I had something with Wide Guard, we'd have a better shot. We're going to try with Darmanitan here to do some damage, and then maybe the team can clutch it out. We'll just watch and wait and see, but I don't think the rest of the team has enabled themselves to do damage. See what Sableye does. Definitely not the pick. If they had brought a Murkrow, there could be a Tailwind here or another Haze to enable more damage, but this is my last Mon, so we'll see what happens. I don't know if we outspeed the... Oh, it's a +2. No shot. Yeah, we're not getting damage off, unfortunately. This is GG. Telling my teammate that we needed it. What did the Sableye click? Wisp? Yeah, that's not it, unfortunately. Sableye is not useful in this fight. Trick Room does go off, so maybe the team can clutch it out. Omni boost, 18% damage. It'll be close, but I don't know how many everybody has left. We'll see what happens. Now I'm just commentator. Commentator Cav. Marowak, I don't think I hate. Bone Meringue is ground, right? I don't know if I have one here. I'll look this up on the side while we're waiting. It used EQ anyway, so... Oh no, ground type. Yeah, no, it's neutral. Not a great pick. It would have to be a clicking rock type move. What did the Bronzong click? Did it? So we've got Steel Stall and Gengar. Gengar, we need 6% from Ferrothorn twice and 4% from Gengar. Leech Seed isn't going to do it, unfortunately. Yeah, that had to be a Gyro, I think. Still going to wait it out. I still have faith, but I am not optimistic. Gengar just dies to Foul Play. That Murkrow is just that slow, I guess. It is level 70. Double Mega Horn takes Ferrothorn down. Scolipede is hurt by its burn. It's just not enough. Even through that burn, it's just doing so much damage from the Omni Boost +1. Rook, it's going to get hit by Foul Play resisted, I think. I think you can resist Foul Play because it's not fixed damage. It's based on... Use Swagger. That would have been funny if it boosted it, allowing it to. Yeah, but bringing ground types is not the play here. I wish I had forfeited because now I'm going to have to run back, but that's a small price to pay. Shrugs off the burn, and I think we're over unless this guy still has more. Unnerve Houndoom. They have the Houndoom, and they're clicking dark type moves. Oh well, go next. Could this be lucky number 7? Let's see what we get. We have Light Part on our side. Fake Out could just totally fuck this. We have Spirit Tomb that can also lead Trick Room. We have a Swoobat. Do a lot of things. It might trick Flame Orb. It is, okay. Or it's tricking something, whatever. Citrus is being dealt with, which is good. Now we're waiting to see what our Spirit Tomb friend clicks. Hopefully they click it. We have Parachance and Fake Out over here. Oh, I can't get Fake Out. I'm Ghost. All right. So we are clicking Trick Room. Let's see what they click. He tricked Assault Gear. Okay. I'm glad that the boss throws away the Assault Gear because that could have been miserable. Oh, man. So we got double Rock Slide. We just need to flinch this. Or not flinch this, rather. We don't want to flinch this. Not the best start. Yep. Okay. Turn 7 down. Or attempt 7 down. I'm just going to insta forfeit here. Attempt number 8. We've got 3 Trick Roomers and a Meowth. The Meowth for Thief, I suppose. Let's see who clicks what. Merker on the left. We have 2 Thieves. That's great. Bronzong is using Trick Room, so I will be clicking Wisp. Yeah, instantly dies. Great start. At the very least, it prevented a Rock Slide from being used. So that's good. Bronzong dies. I didn't click Trick Room. This is probably a next. Attempt number 9. Moltres lead, hopefully for Incinerate. We have Trick Room. I don't know if Metagross can Trick Room. I don't think it can. It might be able to, though. Togekiss, don't know what it's going to do. See what happens. Hopefully not Tailwind. Okay, Safeguard, Sunny Day. Hate that. Hate that. Already been over why. Okay, Trick from Metagross. Hopefully that's a Flame Orb, and we will Trick Room. I do not get Thunder Wave. That's huge. First Rock Slide. Metagross flinch, so we don't get the trick off. Speed tiers for the boss are pretty interesting that it goes before on some. I think the speed gets reduced by some X percentage for every consecutive move, so you got weird things like that where one turn goes first and then the other. That's something we'll just have to kind of figure out as time goes on. Second Rock Slide. Flinched. Attempt number 10. Full sun to start, so we are definitely doing some damage at the outset here. Don't hate that. Hopefully they all outspeed Scoliped, because if they don't, it doesn't really matter. Bro, is this the same guy? Oh, it is. Wow. We might dodge Q if we keep getting someone clicking Sunny Day. And someone might be AFK here. They were just waiting. Wisp doesn't matter on that side. All fire types. I really am upset that we got this sunny day clicker again, but who knows, maybe the rest of the team's all fire types and it won't matter that much. Is it even going to get its move off? No. So we don't even get sun because it's slow. Like... Attempt number 11. At least we're getting through these pretty quick, rapid fire style. So we have a Spiritomb, hopefully is clicking Trick Room, a Dragonite that is hopefully not clicking Tailwind, and a Princessa. Fly. Certainly a choice. Certainly a choice. Let's wait to see what Spiritomb does. Like, I honestly don't hate a double Trick Room click based on the frequency that it gets off. But of course, the one time that I have, yeah, okay, so we'll burn. But I'm sure that it's not gonna go off. Crook is too slow. Okay. First rock slide. At least it's only one rock slide. Fly goes off. Unfortunately, just means that our Trick Room guy might not get his off. Critical hit on Spiritomb. So wait, was that a double rock slide? No, yeah, because the Absol rock slide as well. So it could have been a triple rock slide. Flinch couldn't move. Go next. Tab number 12. What do we get? So I think that we've done them before. Scoliped is a Trick Room setter, so we'll have to see what they do. Sableye, again, not a big fan of. I haven't seen a Sableye do anything that I really liked other than that Reflect one time. Torment. Don't hate. Don't hate that so far. Cautiously optimistic. Wisp on Chandelure. I'd rather my Pokemon get Wisp there. I believe that Torment means that they can't use moves twice in a row, so that would mean only one rock slide can go off, which is a very good thing to enable. Something that you could consider if you're seeing a lot of people setting Trick Room. But I would still guarantee that you can do Trick Room and then have options to do other things. So we don't get the Trick Room, or we were in Trick Rooming anyway. See what Dusclops does. Does get the Trick Room off. Okay. Decent start. We did no damage to begin. Chandelure, I guess, fainted. Yeah. So that was tough. We didn't get the burn off, and we're still alive, which is just really poor. It's like bad momentum in general. But we'll just wait for our teammates to click. So now that we're so many attempts in, you know, can very safely say that I highly recommend that you just don't solo queue. I know it's scary to interact with other people, but just say that, hey, I've got 5 sun types and a Murkrow. I'm ready to burn down this boss to beat it. And people will probably join you. Switch, I also don't hate there because that Dusclops is probably going to live forever. I still disagree with it. But he can save that Dusclops for another time. I'll just let mine burn down. I can get value from Covagrius staying in, which is the key thing there. Lava Plume doesn't even do cap, so can't really recommend Torkoal as a pick unless people are just bringing like on EV trained Torkoals for some reason. I don't know why they would. We do get the burn off, which is nice. We're just doing 0 damage to this boss, so it might be a dead run. Incinerate takes care of the berry, only does 4.3, but we forgive them for that because they're doing citrus. So that is a utility, 4% damage. We don't hate that. Effectively, if you think about it, basically 30% damage to the boss. So I guess just the opportunity cost, you could have done it with something more damage. I did it earlier. I can't really be that critical of them for it. Um, we do have hopefully Flying Gem Gliscor. Nope, Toxic Orb. We'll see how much Acrobatics does without the no item boost, but the upside is they have saved their Dusclops. The Gliscor comes in. I like that play, just because the Gliscor is so tanky and it does give you the free switch in. So far Zoa, don't hate the play so far. And Torkoal is the Torkoal player is just contemplating their life and how all the decisions they have made has led them to this point. Wide guard arrow. Okay. So I would say the promising meter has increased a lot here. We use the 39% HP eruption, so not great. They had eruption before, but they clicked lava plume. X doing 5%. Yeah, we're chilling. Acrobatics only doing 2% is really not great. But they set Trick Room, so we can't be that mad. But likelihood just dropped a little bit. If that Acrobatics was doing like 4% a turn, that would be a little bit better, but effectively doing no damage is not that good. They can swap back into the Dusclops, I suppose, because this thing is not going to go down, but they'll have to time that ahead of time. I still have the Haze in the back, which is good. What has the most likelihood of living through this Rock Slide? I could go Moltres to bait the Rock Slide. Let's do that. No, they can't Wide Guard again, so we're not doing that. We'll go Chandelure. Is Sun even up? I forget. Yeah, with Torkoal, duh. Okay. Can you Wide Guard multiple turns in a row? I don't know how that move actually works. I wonder if that was a chance. You use Wide Guard multiple turns in a row. Yeah, this is great content. Super scripted. Definitely turn 4, Wide Guard, Torkoal, Gliscor. There's our 6% done. Yeah, boss only being at whatever we're at now is not great. Chandelure is going to live to fight another day, and we probably get another Trick Room, though, still. So this is definitely not a dead run, but probably not as optimistic as our 11%er from before. Let's see what our teammate in the 2 slot brings out. Hopefully something decent. They are a slow button clicker. We have learned so far. Typhlosion is fine. It's fine. That's going to be damage. Don't hate it. I guess Wide Guard is spammable. So we do need the Haze eventually. This is our last Trick Room turn, so it will be Haze next. I'll be watching the battle log. Like I said before, look there. It still says 1 turn remaining at end of turn at the top. So we do get 12% out of Chandelure, which is nice. That's big value. Enabled by the Aerodactyl. So net value from the arrow, positive. We take care of the Yanmega. Not that big of a deal. It's one of those things where sometimes you want to just leave the ad up if it's not that big of a threat. There's a Rock Slide. We might live this turn, which would be unfortunate because we're just fainting next turn regardless. Mega on Gliscor. Mega on Typhlosion doesn't kill. That was an interesting. I guess I have a quad resist to bug. 2 quad resist to bug, yeah. So it had to go with a not very effective Mega. That's weird AI. What just happened? I guess you take spikes damage when it procs. Very strange. All right, Twisted Dimensions, return to normal. Let's see if they Trick Room. And that, okay, interesting. Okay, Dusclops is back out. This is so far so good. Dusclops is super low HP. It might not even happen. And if it doesn't, this run is surely dead. Surely. I'm definitely way more bullish on Wide Guard as a mechanic or a defensive option, though. Having seen it play out in this raid a few times. Just to chat a little bit about 5 stars, it seems like if this is a 4-star raid where every button has to go right and you can still burn the boss down, it seems like 5 stars, you're going to have to get every button right and extend the life of your damage dealers in some way. And Wide Guard is definitely something that'll be able to do that. Obviously, you have things like screens that can do things like that. Screens that enable you to live longer. Get the Trick Room. Not super dead, but that will at least get me. I have another 18%. I just don't know where we get the rest of the damage, unfortunately. That is just pretty much the problem here. We have no sun, so I'll do that. We'll flamethrower the boss for max damage. Dusclops has Nightshade, so I think that's going to do about 3%, which isn't the worst. That's a button to click. They're not switching. They know that they can't come back in on hazard, so especially Dusclops is super slow. The Driftblim is slower potentially though, so we'll see if it gets a move off. We do get the Wide Guard for the Rock Slide. Hopefully the Ninetales is baiting the Rock Slides. That's just less chip overall, but it might just be a Megahorn straight to the dome for Krook, unfortunately. And our Krook player once again is taking their sweet time. Yeah. That's just that might be the one teammate. Unfortunately, if they were clicking better buttons, we'd have a slightly closer shot. And the one downside of, I guess the Arrow player is rotating out here. Yeah, Driftblim's too slow. Arrow player is going to die to something here. Unless Rock Slides just miss, which is possible. Does get the EQ off. Lipard unfortunately has Sash. We do cap. There's the first Rock Slide. Aerodactyl down. Ninetales not dead, but it's not looking good. Let's see if it just picks killing one of us. Megahorn on Krook. It does that because it sees 193 damage. A little piece of the AI there. It's got the kill on both, but it will do a kill where it does more total damage. And there's the Aqua Tail anyway. Didn't matter. Okay, 2 Mons left. Let's see what the Arrow player brings. I'm curious just to see what their thought processes are. Just because this is a goodish attempt so far. And I liked their Wide Guard play. I still think if you're solo queuing, you don't bring Wide Guard. Obviously, we can't rely on teammates. What we've seen so far. So I think they're just bringing their boss Mons and hoping for the best is what we're seeing here. So here's damage from that player. So we could get we could get 18% right here, right off the rip. I don't know what Tropius is going to click. Fly, maybe? That seems to be a fan favorite from our... oh, it's Wide Guard, of course. Could be good if we bait Rock Slides. Could be good. I don't want to jinx it, but if our likelihood of winning chance just went way up. The Vegas is shifting the odds very quickly. Swords Dance. It's doing a bunch of damage now. We don't have a haze for the Omni boost, obviously, unless someone else has it in the back. I just lose to foul play. I forgot about Light Part. Oh my god. Oh no. Lipard foul play on Darmanitan. Don't bring physical attackers on Lipard. That's on me. I'm throwing. I'm the weak link. Oh, goodness. How much did we do there? Sacred Fire did 6. Ugh. Trick Room is just mind-bending. I think that we have 3 turns remaining. I will be clicking Incinerate. We have Sun. It'll kill the Lipard, but it doesn't matter. I think we're faster, which means we go second, obviously. Torkoal doing 3% isn't great. You want to flex the shiny. Foul Plan Moltres doing 40%. We don't have the wide guard protection anyway. There's my last 6%, unfortunately. That'll put us in Omni Boost range here. That would have been a kill if I switched the order there. If I did Moltres next, I think. Let that be a lesson to you all watching. See how this plays out. Obviously, we're going back to the Pokemon Center. They have one more turn of Trick Room. There is 17% left on the boss. Our teammate wasn't doing enough damage anyway, so it's not. It wouldn't have been if my teammates had better damage. That would have been kill potential, but I don't think Gengar is going to do enough here. Switch. Yeah, that's 0 value, and you're losing a Garchomp. You could have just picked the other Pokemon. Maybe a misclick. I don't know what happened there. 5.9%. Maybe it baits an attack, and there's big range stats I'm not even aware of. There's a Mega Horn. It faints. So 0 damage on the switch. On the last Trick Room turn. Twisted Dimensions return to normal. So we have officially a new best at 9.9%. Here's the Gengar that switched. And let's see what they pick. Doesn't matter. GG. Lucky number 13. Oh boy. All right, we're clicking Trick Room. Good luck, team. Good luck, us. We're definitely getting Rock Slide twice. Let's see if they're fast enough to actually outspeed the Rock Slides. Otherwise, that's just damage lost. Arcanine clicks Wisp. I don't hate it. Helps me Hex. Solid 6% from Sacred Fire. Entei so far so good. Chandelure is unfortunately slower than Scoliped. So it doesn't get a move off. Lovely. Aqua Tail and Arcanine baited. That's good. Okay. All right. Only one flinch. Let's see. Let's see. One flinch chance, I should say. We don't want one flinch. Cool. Trick Room gets it off. Decent odds so far. We get Trick Room off. We do have Lipard. We will not be bringing out our. Did anyone set Sun? No. So we will be Ninetales incinerating. Oh, we can't come in yet anyway. Okay. Foul plan. Entei, unfortunate. But that needed to get off. Did Spectrafire even... What a weird speed tier. It's faster than the +1 Yanmega at level 70, but slower than the base speed Scolipede. Scolipede. Scoliosis-apede. Gophergurgus lives to fight another day. The boss does get Mummy. Oh, is that denying? That's pretty funny. It does deny the, I thought it shrugged it off and then got the speed boost, but I guess for one, if it's at that end of that turn, it won't get that one speed boost. Should be Wide Guard, I guess, coming from the Tropius. That seems to be the fan favorite. Sunny Day clicker. I don't know what I'm going to do if I see someone click Sunny Day again. Gophergurgus down. Sun is up. We'll bring Moltres to click Incinerate, and that'll enable at least get rid of this Lipard, and maybe we can get the Darmanitan off to do damage properly. We are doing a lot of damage, which is a plus. If that Tropius just clicked Wide Guard, we're doing damage. We would be doing damage cap anyway without the Sun. Like, Sun, I'm not even sure is totally necessary. I would still set it because the teams that you see, like Torkoal's doing 3% in Sun. Not a good example because they set drought themselves, but you get what I'm saying. Enable your team to do more damage is better. It had Citrus. Okay. On to turn 4. This is our last turn of... Why? We get it off late. Whatever. Darm, I suppose. No, not Darm. Not Darm. Oh my god, I almost did it. We will need 2 multi-hit moves. We'll go Moltres Incinerate first, and then maybe something happens to this Lipard that kills it. Like Tropius clicks... I don't know what. But it might have to be an Incinerate on our end in order to get it out of the way. There's Wide Guard. Good start. Foul play and Moltres. That'll happen. EQ. Maybe if Moltres lives, that's 2 Incinerates that go off. So we do the 6% on Scolipede anyway. Focus Ash. Drift Brillium uses Explosion. Oh, Wide Guard protects. I was waiting for the damage to come in. Hydreigon Flamethrower. So even if you don't have Sun, just bring Flamethrower mons. This is the highest base power Flamethrower, I believe, that's non-stab. Like, you probably have Hydreigons for other reasons. Great choice. The Rock Slides. Moltres lives. It's going to take another 40%. Okay, it's going to die anyway to this Lipard next turn. That's unlucky. Oh, there was one more boss move anyway. Okay. Okay. Twisted Dimensions have not returned to normal, so we need to faint next turn anyway. We'll haze. We're not hitting. So this Wide Guard didn't accomplish much of anything. Wow. Yep. Sandstorm Tyranitar is probably a run ender. Might be doing cap anyway, but damn. I have the Ninetales, I guess, to reset that. Moltres dies. Soda just capped, so I can't complain that much. EQ Gliscor is certainly not going to do it. Certainly not going to do it. Yeah. Optimism waning very quickly. Very, 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 very quickly. That Gliscor's living forever, though. Time to haze, and then we pretty much just lose. If no one has like Trick Room or Tailwind or anything here, we just lose. So there's my Murkrow, and what does player 4 have? So theoretically, one of these two Gliscors could have Tailwind, but I'm really not counting on it. Let's see what they click. Acro. Like EQ1 might have Tailwind. Bruce is a funny name for a Garchomp. Respect. Facade. They're clicking a different button now. I think they realize that EQ is not doing it. We'll click haze and then probably forfeit. Was that SD at a chomp? That Gliscor just got owned. Oh man. Rock Slide. Not SD. There's an SD though. Right on cue. Oh boy. I don't even remember what attempt this is. But a +1 speed boost means we're just getting Rock Slide spam from here on out. Bruce was rocking helmet. That's pretty funny. Oh, it was Flying Gem anyway. The burn sucks anyway. Still sucks, but it was Flying Gem, not Toxic Orb. Alright. We can Darm this time. It might go off. Maybe someone will save the day with another haze. Flamethrower, Flare Blitz, Acro, Wisp failed. Megahorn on Hydreigon is a 1-tap. We didn't see what Dragonite clicked. We get 1-tapped. Also by Megahorn. And that will do it, folks. Attempt 14. I think there could be something more that we could be doing towards the end. We have 2 wide guard arrows out early. Not the best. That's just unlucky. That's the first time we've seen this. Haven't even seen that many wide guard arrows, so I understand why they're leading that. Maybe we have Trick, hopefully Flame Orb. Scary face, bro. Attempt number 15. Maybe a trick from meta here. A wide guard early from Tropius. We're free to click Trick Room. And we'll see what Gliscor does. Fake out on Tropius, so we don't get a wide guard. Rock Slide. Number 1. Number 2. And Metagross flinched. Gliscor SDs. Hate that. Absol nice slash on Metagross. Let's see if the Trick Room even goes off. This is probably... Metagross was burned by the Flame Orb because it flinched. Go figure, flinched. Attempt number... Let me check my notes. Was that 15 before? Yeah. Attempt number 16. We're defogging 1 layer of spikes. Hate that. Unfortunately. We are Swords Dancing. Another Swords Dance Gliscor. If you're not aware, the reason I'm so frustrated by SD is it only lasts for 3 turns, and oftentimes in fights like this, your SD, you're better off clicking. I guess Swords Dance doubling your damage means that it's effectively the same as getting 2 moves off, but if you don't get the second move off, you've done 0 damage, so it's a wasted turn. And even if you're predicting that you're going to live another 2 turns and getting damage off, extremely unlikely. Glitch. But yeah, don't bring setup mons. Even like old setup mons like Metagross and Reuniclus don't work anymore because they wipe stat changes, so it's not even worth doing at all. Attempt number 17. These Gliscors are going to be the end of me. Defogging, so defog only works for 1 layer of spikes if it even works at all. I think we can double check here. The animation comes back up for at least 1 layer, I'm pretty sure. We'll have to double check the poison. Some of the yeah, okay, confirm some of the toxic spikes were blown away. So it only removes 1 layer of spikes. Just in a fight where every percentage point of damage matters, can't do that. Gain Citrus Berry, please trick Flame Orb. Yeah, cool. I get Foul Play, that's fine. Get Trick Room off. All right. Successful Trick Room attempt. Let's see what our Gliscor friend does. And we will wait. And wait, and wait. There's a lot of waiting in solo queue. Not that even, you know, I don't mind the waiting if there's coordination involved, but in this case, great. Mantine, I think can click wide guard, yeah. That may be useful. I'm still taking a Foul Play. Wisp failed. Everything else is status. We get the Hex off for 5%. It's really not good that we're already on to turn 2 and I've only done 5% so far. Meteor Mash is 1.5%. This is probably a dead run. Like, it's excusable that the Metagross tricked the Flame Orb. They just need a button to click. Sure. Meteor Mash showing 1.5%. Better than nothing. So Cofagrigus goes down for sure. We'll go Ninetales Incinerate next. The Foul Play users definitely make this a weird fight for Darm. I might swap Darm out entirely and just go full special attackers. That'll be an adjustment that may need to happen. We'll go Ninetales here. Okay, we got Fire Fang at a Gliscor. That's something. Wide Guard, Meteor Mash. We're just not doing enough with the Trick Room turns that we have, though. And I don't know if this team is going to be able to set Trick Room or Haze or Tailwind. Because you cannot rely on your teammates to do any of those things. I didn't need to click incinerate there. I forgot that we tricked. Doesn't really matter though. We've done half of the damage that's been dealt to the boss so far. We'll click flamethrower next turn, but only missing like 1% damage there. 1.5%. Oh no, we need to deal with the Murkrow anyway in order to let Darm do damage. I guess we have to hope for Drift Blim. Yeah, I don't know exactly how that plays out. We'll probably slot Darm out for Volk. And just hope that we don't get Absol. Kill this Murkrow. How much did Fire Fang do? Probably not a lot. 60 base power, but Sun, so it's 120. Non-stab. Might do cap-ish. Not even close. 3.4. Typhlosion dodges the foul play, or not the foul play, the Will-O-Wisp. Fire Fang again for 3.3. Yeah, I don't know if Wide Guard is really going to be it. You're just putting too much faith in the rest of your team. Someone's doing damage. Rock Slide damage mitigation is a lot. Unfortunately, Ninetales is down at 6 HP, so that's going to be a GG. Megahorn takes down Alpha Mantine. So what is this? This was turn 4. After turn 4, we have done 30% damage. That is just, unfortunately, not nearly enough. So, on to attempt number 18. Okay. Workable, but not promising. Workable. Wide Guard doesn't help our flinch chances. Sableye, who knows? Dark type foe could not be pranked. We get the Stone Edge off. Quash doesn't help our chances. Oh, did it? Oh, my battle log's messed up. Oh. I don't understand how Quash works then. I don't know how Trick Room went off first. Interesting. I thought it had to do more with the Pokemon's using it, or does it just guarantee they go last always? Let's see. You not get Quash? I thought you did. You did. Makes it go last regardless. Okay. So first turn Quash is an option if you think. You could go first turn Quash and save your Trick Room for later in case someone else brings Trick Room. Flare Blitz. Dragon Claw, Air Slash. Yeah. I don't think we're going to be able to do this one, unfortunately. I'll try to Wisp here. It does go off. 6%. Yeah, I just don't know. Quash, it takes a turn to set up Trick Room, so it guarantees your Trick Room goes off, but you're also guaranteeing less damage because that Quash could be someone doing 6%. Doing damage cap to the boss, in other words. Double Rock Slide, it will live to Hex. Air Slash was cap, okay. The Dragon Claw is really not it, though. Really not it. If it just clicks Flamethrower, it does way more damage. We should get an Eruption from Typhlosion here. This is turn 4, correct? Turn 3 started. Okay. So not terrible, terrible. Like, depending on what... If our Salamence user's second Pokemon is Salamence, like, they just might... That's enough dead weight that we can't overcome that, but... Still a lot of unknowns. They're also taking forever. Big Dragon Claw here. We have... Let's get a quick little Google Translate in. This is a fun adventure. Let's see if this is friendly or not friendly. Is there a trick to change it for him? I don't understand what the question is, unfortunately. But if anyone speaks Chinese and wants to post in the comments what they were asking, maybe we can give them an answer if they somehow come across this video. Oh, we got Flamethrower from 8PP. That's funny that they named it that. Togekiss goes down. What did Salamence do? Dragon Claw again for 2.5%. They really waited a while to click that button. If player 1 doesn't pick something better, this is probably over. We do get one more Hex off for what that's worth. Okay, Volcarona. Better. Still don't know why they don't put Flamethrower on their Salamence. Please be a Flamethrower Hydreigon. Please be a Flamethrower Hydreigon. Hex for another 5. We're pushing the 50% threshold. Rock Slide, let's see what happens to Volcarona here. Doesn't faint. So Volk probably better than Foul Play. Like, it's a 30% chance you get flinched, but like, or less than that, whatever the flinch chance is. Dragon Pulse Hydreigon. Could have been a Flamethrower. Like that. For 5.8. No one dealt with the berry. I just saw it. Oh my lord. Nothing we can do. It's not, I can't switch into, I could switch into something to sacrifice it, but then I'm wasting 2 turns and a Pokemon just to incinerate the berry. I guess worth it, but you kind of got to hope that somebody's going to take care of it. Oh well. On to attempt number 19. See a Clops. We have to wait to see what they pick. Zen Headbutt is a choice. Suppose it's stab super effective. I don't know. Get Rock Slide out of Arrow. Interesting. They use Trick. I'm glad that I waited. I told them the Trick Room. They didn't listen. No one really reads link chat. Leads rink chat. No one really reads link chat. I still make the attempt. Just an unfortunate side effect of this game being mostly uninteractive until this feature was introduced. So it's not that frequent that players will stop and read, see if they want to coordinate. The feature exists, but 3.4%. Somewhat pitiful damage. That Rock Slide only did 3%. We flinch. Dusclops flinch. Yeah. Attempt 20. 3 Trick Room setters out. Right side is we can create value if we don't click Trick Room. We need to make sure that they do click it. Bronzong uses Trick. Okay. What does Spiritomb do? Trick Room. Great. We Wisp. I don't think Wisp is that good. It's better that we get paired there. That's good. Scoliped uses Rock Slide 1. Let's see if it's a double. Mega Horn, so guaranteed that there's only 1 Rock Slide now because it doesn't have enough turns or moves left, I should say. Kofappara's Bronzong Tricks. What did we give Scolipede here? Flame Orb, perfect. We Wisp anyway, and we got Flinched. We'll stick around to see if we can get the Trick Room off on the second turn. Because we're super slow, we'll probably move first. For our Hex. Need someone to deal with the berry, but I don't think we're doing damage anytime soon. Yep. Good protection on the Rock Slide. It Megas the Tropius. Lives. I forgot that we didn't have Trick Room up, so that's why Kofa hasn't gone yet. We do get the Hex off though, 5%. And Trick Room does get off, okay. It is a late Trick Room, but we don't hate that because nothing's happened up to this point. We just lost Bronzong. I forget what happened in our 3 slot here. But, yeah. Jubilee sent out Torkoal for Sun. Not going to do that much damage, though. I guess I should have... I got paired anyway, but even though I don't know what they're tricking, I should just assume the best and probably forfeit if they don't. First time I've seen a Torkoal do damage cap. So maybe it's not Torkoal's fault. It might be their trainer's fault. Hex for 5. Spiritomb hexes for 3. So Spiritomb a fine choice in this instance. Shadow Ball and Torkoal. Decent amount of damage. Definitely messes with the eruption stuff, but we have Trick Room up. Hopefully. There we go. All right, Kofagrigus is down. We have Sun up. We're going to deal with the berry right off the bat. With Moltres. Torkoal number 2. Okay. I guess a good pick because of Trick Room. As long as Trick Room's set, it's fine. We do cap and we kill the Driftblim. So even though the spread damage penalty happens, it's still damage cap regardless. 150 base power stab and Sun is probably going to do cap. Double 6%. So far, so good. It's just all of us had Trick Room good to go. Maybe I bring a second Trick Roomer. Like I just get my Spiritomb out to give the team a chance to go again, because you can't necessarily rely on that second person. But then I'm stuck with 2 Trick Roomers, so that's the flip side. Berry's dealt with. Torkoal lives. Eruption, unfortunately, is not going to do that much damage. Hopefully it has something that isn't HP base for the base power. Not holding my breath on that, though. could try Darm here. Let's gamble. No Lipard, no Lipard, no Lipard. Please no Lipard. On Mega. That should be okay. Wide guard might help. Darm lives a second turn. That would be huge for us. Yeah, he only has Eruption. It might have been Specs. That could have been the problem. That might be why it's doing damage cap at that point. Oh my god. Ancient Power, please don't kill. It doesn't. There's cap, but yeah, 0 chance that we do. The incoming, it's just gonna, it might outright target. No, I think it's gonna see both kills with Rock Slide and. Alright. It picked Rock Slide no, it picked Megahorn first. Double Megahorn. And then the Rock Slide. Nope. Okay, so the later turns is definitely calculating the fact that it's not doing full damage because of the wide guard. All right. Hope is still not lost. Speed rises. I think we have more Trick Room because it was late. My Chandelure, I believe, has the highest chance of living with wide guard protection, so we'll go with that. We get the nice flex Chandelure on our left here. Pretty cool. Nice orange. The purple particle really goes well with the regular Chandelure, though. I'm pretty happy about that. Foul play's fine. We're gonna still die anyway. Maybe wide guards. There's Swords Dance. Here's our flamethrower. Another 6%. I really shouldn't have Life Orb on. Don't know if it matters though. Breaking through protection, still fainting us. That was a crit. It dodges that Megahorn. That means it gets another attack off. Oh, it's the spike damage. I don't understand what's going on there, to be honest, that it's happening at end of turn sometimes. I got to look back and see. I don't know if that's Wheezing. I get where you're going with that pick, but I just don't love it. I guess he might have been clicking Haze, which is just unfortunate. Wait, what happened? Hello? Reactive gas. Oh my god. Bro. Reactive gas removed Prankster, so I couldn't haze. Okay. I think that this is enough suffering for one day. We're gonna call it here. Unless No, there's. I mean, they're clicking Trick Room. Let's see what happens. We just get rock slided to death. You switch. Switching again. We get a dodge. It dies to Megahorn anyway, and I'm gonna die to the next one. Foul play on Kofa. Trick Room gets off, but they needed to do that 2 turns ago. I forget what they had in, if they even had the opportunity to. Here's your Rotom again. You just sacrificed your Electros for Fawn last turn. I guess you wanted to save it for this overheat. Wisp goes off. Foul play on Rotom, 20%. Foul play on Rodriguez, that should kill. And overheat, 6%. I'm now seeing that a teammate's gone. I don't know how long they've been gone, but may explain some of the weird behavior. Hopefully not the switch, because that would be really poor AI. We have Sun and Trick Room up. We still have a player to go. They have a Metagross. I don't have much faith. Metagross and Skarmory? Bravebird will do damage cap. No, it won't. Ugh. Zen Headbutt does 6%. It crit. T-Wave on Skarmory could matter. It's not damage. Megahorn's Metagross for a kill. 9% damage left. I have no idea how many Pokemon these guys have left. We can get another 3% from Skarmory. Burn chip is minimal. 4%. It's going to die anyway. 2 turns of Trick Room remaining. I think that this is it, 5%. 1 HP, and then it dodges that. That would have been funny. I think this is an AI player. Damn. Wide guard, bro. What are you doing? This has to be AI, or they just don't have moves left. But like, what are you doing bringing that wide guard guy out so late if this isn't AI? Like, oh my god. This just feels bad. Yeah, so I'm gonna call it at 20 attempts. I gave it a fair shot. It was a fun challenge to try to do, see what the solo queue thing was like. It was exactly as I expected. I thought that it might be, there might be a chance that people could pull something out. I've heard people are winning. Maybe the players that are capable of beating that fight are done with it, or they've learned their lesson and they're now finding links. That's my recommendation to you. If that's not clear at this point, definitely go out and recruit people. There's lots of Discords, join teams. There's the forums. This is a social game after all. It's PokeMMO. Be part of the multiplayer aspect of it. Talk to your teammates in links. Coordinate what you're going to do. Watch the video on how to do this properly in a few turns instead of bashing your head against the wall for multiple hours trying to get a single solo queue win. I hope you found this entertaining. It was certainly something for me. Have a good one. Peace.